Welcome to Fitness Challenge. Today you do not need anything unless you would like a mat for comfort. We have 8 exercises. We're going to do them all only one time. The caveat here is that that one time is 1 minute and 45 seconds. So it's a long time. Continuously long time. So if you want weights, by all means grab them. I definitely am not, but that's my personal preference, not yours. And I think we're about ready to go. I think that's all we need. Do you have your water? Do you have your space? Do you have appropriate footwear? That's it. Alright, there is no jumping today except for a punching bag. So if you want to do a little box your feet and box your shuffle while you're doing the punching bag, that's awesome, great. Otherwise you can just do the forward and backwards motion. Everything else is low impact. So otherwise you're good to go for whatever surroundings you got going on today. So let's just start it up. And there's directions. As a reminder, I've said this before. Number 1, my name is Jen. Hi. Number 2, if you want to warm up and cool down longer than we do, because we only do about 5 minutes each, feel free to pause the workout and come on back. And because the workout is only 20 minutes, other side, you can always do the routine twice. Switch, if you want. And switch. And switch. And legs open and close, same side. Other side. And side in. And side B. So we have 8 exercises. We're going to do 4, and then we're going to take a little pause, and then we'll do the last 4. Alright, let's lift a leg, and let's move around that ankle, and let's move around that wrist too. We are going to be on our hands and plank, switch direction for a little bit today. So make sure that those wrists and ankles are nice and loose. Other side, ankle and wrist. And switch directions. Let's bring our hands on our hips. And all we're going to do is lean forward and back. You should feel some stretch in your hamstrings. Should not be painful. Never pain. Now let's come down, rotate, rotate, back to center, up. Come down, rotate, rotate. Come on up. 2 more. Twist, twist. We're twisting that whole torso, not just the shoulders. Twist, twist. 1 more. And come down, twist, twist. Bring those arms in front. Stand in front. Open all the way. Come on in. Open all the way. Come on in. Next time we're going to open up, and back down. And let's do the same reverse. Down and open. So I'm only going to tell you the first exercise. That's what I only want you to worry about, and then during the recovery I'll tell you about the next exercise. 1 more. And release. You can march in place, Exercise 1 are rocker lunges, alternating. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand in the middle. I'm actually going to face this way when I do it in real life just because I have more space. But just for demonstration purposes, you're going to stand, you're going to do a lunge to the front, tap or not, and then a lunge to the back. And then switch sides. You're going to do other side. A lunge to the front, tap, and lunge to the back. You can tap as much as you want, you can go as slow as you want, you can have weights if you want. But we are doing that for 1 minute and 45 seconds straight. If you need to take a break, it's not a problem. We're all about pacing ourselves today. You can go full hog if you want. You can go crazy for that minute and 45 seconds if you want. Really get that heart rate up. Or you can work about form, function, making sure your body is where it's supposed to be in space. And that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so we're starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we're going forward, touch, back, come in. Forward, touch, back. You choose the depth. If you want your knee to touch the ground, that's fine. Just make sure it's not slamming the ground, just kissing the ground. Maybe you try not tapping. See how it feels. You can go super fast here. If you want, you can go super slow here. We have 55 seconds left on the clock, and we'll only do this exercise 1 time. Now, if you want a real challenge and you have it in your house, so if you have a BOSU, and you put the BOSU on the ground, and you step over the BOSU, ooh, that's a fun challenge. If you have a piece of equipment like a BOSU, and you want fun things to do with it, let us know. We can help you out. We don't teach classes with stuff like that because we know a lot of people don't have them. But if you have something around, let us know. We have 6 seconds, so make sure you have equal on each side. Alright, and we're breaking. Need a couple extra seconds to equal out, please do so. And take the rest on the other side, just to make sure that we're even. Alright, we have punching bag. So we're either doing a little feet, and our arms are up and we're punching, or we're just marching, or keeping those feet still, and we're punching. So do like 10 or so punches forward, and then do 10 or so punches back. Alright, 3, 2, 1. So we're punching, we're punching, we're punching. If you don't feel like you want to jump today, cool beans. Just make sure, however you're dividing it, equal amounts to the front and to the back. And try to have those arms up like you actually have a punching bag. If that's too much, I understand. You can always come down. But when you have a little bit of recovery, try to come back up again. And definitely feel like if you want to add in those feet, we have 1 minute. If you need to, shake out those arms and then come right back in. Or we can march. And low for a little. And if your arms are getting tired completely and you need a break altogether, you can just do those little boxer feet and shake out those arms and then come back in. We have 20 seconds on the clock. Ten seconds on the clock. 2, a 1. All right, so our next two exercises are on the ground. We have the reversed tabletop toe touch. So we're here where you're either kicking and tapping or coming up into an actual reverse tabletop kicking and tapping. I want you to lift that leg as compared to just swinging it. We're starting in 3, and 2, and 1. So if you're down here, if you need to take a rest off of those wrists, knowing full well that the next exercise you do involves plank. So if you know that your wrists are just not in today, yes, we can go on to reformers if need be, that's not a problem. But I would suggest doing this for the first round and then being on those wrists and hands for the second round if you know that's something that's going to bother you. Otherwise, we're full up here, lifting those hips up off the ground. You can reach towards your knee, your shin, your foot, whatever you got. And if you need to, you can also just kick. You can just take those arms out all together. There's always options. We have 45 seconds. Remember. Final 20. Five, 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. All right, so last exercise, we're going to get a little break. We're doing the plank to downward dog. So you're going to be here in plank, and then you're going to push up to downward dog, bending your knees as much as you want, and then come back down to plank. If you're on your forearms, you're going to be here, kicking back, and coming in. All right, we're starting in 7 seconds. All right. I want you to try to make sure you do a really good plank. And you do not need to match my speed. And if 1 minute and 45 is too much for you to hold the plank, I understand. Take some time, move those wrists around, and come on back in. We have 1 minute and 3 seconds left. "35 seconds. Final 15. 10. 3, a 2, a 1. All right, you have 2 minutes here. Grab some water, come on back. If you don't need 2 minutes, then I want you to do something like a jumping jack or a crunch or a burpee or walking in place or punches or whatever you want to keep your heart rate up if you do not need those 2 minutes. But if you need those 2 minutes, you are fully welcome to take it. All right, so the next exercise we have is an alternating 3-point lunge. for that exercise, you're going to do 3 lunges on the right side and then 3 lunges on the left side. So you're going to do a lunge back, tap in, a lunge out to the side, diagonally that way, towards an imaginary about 4 o'clock, and then a lunge the other side to an imaginary like 7 o'clock. So it's like a 4, a 5, a 6, and a 7, something like that, or a 4, a 6, and an 8. So diagonal, middle, diagonal, and then you're going to switch and do the opposite side. If you want 3 weights for this, by all means grab them. We are starting in 35 seconds. Remember, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Alright, 10 seconds till we begin our second half of our workout for today. Alright, let's go. A cool way to make lunges harder is if you have a yoga block, you can always put the stabilizing the leg elevated. Not necessarily with this right now, although you could. Or if you were in a space that had like a workout step. Or some sort of safe elevated riser. We are at the 45-second mark. Ten seconds, so make sure you're equaled out. Even if that means stopping a little early or going a little late. Alright, we're breaking. Next is our inchworm. So if you need to take a little time for your inchworm, totally cool. Alright, we are walking out to plank and then walking back. Easy as that. Now you can either roll all the way up, or you can stay down. So you're either coming all the way to plank, we can either tap and go back down, or we can tap and roll up. All depends on how much of a break we want. Up or not. We have 30 seconds left. $20 seconds. Five more minutes of work left. We have 2 more, or actually 6 minutes. No, I can't count. 3 minutes of work left. We have 1 more exercise, a break, and then the final exercise. Okay, so we have squat pulses here. So I want you to stand on up. You can either go to a wall and do a wall sit here. Totally fine. Or feet wide or feet narrow. Pulse as long as you can. And then come up, shake it out, go down. So I like doing these with my feet out, my toes pointed out. You can definitely do them with your knees and feet straight underneath your hips. And same, if you're at a wall, you can do a wall sit too, totally fine. So wall sit, you'd be up against a flat wall, up. Kind of like that, hanging out. Otherwise, you're with me, pulsing as often as you can, as long as you can. And then when you need to, come up, shake it out, breathe. You have 57 seconds left. I know you have that in you. But even if you need to take a break, take a break. Just make sure your chest is up nice and tall. One more exercise left. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, all we have left is Spider-Man's / woman's. You're going to be in plank that final time. And you're going to bring that foot up as high as you can towards that elbow. So here in plank, come up as high as you can, pause for a second, and come back and switch. You have the option of doing a push-up here in this position if you so desire. All right, we're beginning, 1 minute, 45 seconds, we're done. A minute and 4 seconds left. This is it. Twenty-two seconds. 15. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, Get some water. Come on back. We'll finish up. We do have a fun summer bingo coming relatively soon, so we'll send you an email about it next week. Something nice and chill to do with you and your family, or friends, or pets over the course of the summer. Stick it on your fridge, cross it off, feel motivated, potentially win some prizes. Win-win for everybody. Alright, so I'm going to take one foot and prop it up here on my bench. You can prop it on the ground or a couch or a chair, whatever you got going. I'm just going to roll it down. Come on, and I'm going to switch sides. Come on up. And bring one arm behind and be nice and up tall. And then I'm going to try to reach that shoulder blade. Then I'm going to come over the top and see if you can touch. I'm nowhere near today. Some days I'm close, some days I'm far away. That's just life. Alright, release. Other side. Let's bring it over. Nice and tall. Alright, reach towards that shoulder blade. And then come up top and see if you can reach. Release, bring those arms behind you. Big chest opener. Really pull those shoulders back. Cross one leg over. Let's reach over the top. And other side over the top. Release, hold on for balance. Cross over, sit back. Then come on up, bring that foot behind. Release, other side, cross it over, sit back. Come on up behind. Pull that foot back. Alright, let's move around those wrists. Make a fist, pull it down. Make a fist, pull it down. Shake it out. And let's lean one way, calf stretch. And switch it up, other side. And release. We are done. Awesome work. Thanks for coming. Have a wonderful weekend. And if you do anything fun, let us know. Send us a picture. See you later.